The 6th generation BMW F90 M5 is a game changer with its new xDrive 4-wheel drive system, which is new to the M5, but the all-wheel drive has several advantages. Mainly, it helps the car to put power to the ground that can rival supercar performance with the car day-to-day practicality. The car we have today comes with a stunning Snapper Rocks blue exterior and the Aragon Brown extended merino leather interior. For all the purists out there, don't be disappointed. The new all-wheel drive system doesn't ruin the BMW Super Sedan M5.
Even in efficient mode. Oh god, that's crazy, the acceleration, guys. And that's in efficient mode. I've never drove something that goes so fast from the, from the stop. It's savage. Unbelievable. That four-wheel drive, the grip, this feeling of the wheel, the power, the torque, I felt like goosebumps from the first second I pressed the pedal. It's just fantastic, really. Wow, BMW, that's amazing. This car, the four-wheel drive, this changed the car dramatically. The previous BMW F10 M5, it produced 560 horsepower and it was powered by 4.4 liter V8 twin turbocharged. The new car is powered by the same engine. Of course, they are revised turbos, and I'm gonna speak a little bit more details what the things they changed in order to produce that more power and make the car more racy. The car now is producing 600 brake horsepower between 5,700 and 6,800 RPM. That's amazing, how much you have range and the power. But the best is the torque, because now we have 750 Newton meters of torque, and you can get the full torque from 1,800. So there's absolutely no lag, and we all know that V8, as long as you make them bigger compared to the V6 and inline 4 and inline 6, they're more instant and they have less lag. Imagine that with the two turbos, what the car is giving right now. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. So speaking about the engine, the turbocharged have been revised, and also the exhaust, and they work together to manifold, basically to allow more gas to go back to the engine that produce more horsepower, and to make sure there is no gas left, and that way it goes back to the turbocharge and you have an instant power all the time. Also on the new M5, the lubrication and the intercooling basically have been totally revised, and the oil pump is absolutely new, and it's based on the race spec in order to have actually more performance. I'm gonna put the car in M1 mode, so everything in Sport Plus. Fifth gear. Third gear. Oh my god, man. Power is just spontaneous. Absolutely no lag. Absolutely no lag. The exhaust opens more, it crackles more, it's deeper now. Downshift are fantastic. Grip is great on four-wheel drive. Another curve. Somebody rolled there a little bit, but not too much. Again. Absolutely crazy. This car makes my heart beat. Something you realize, the actual sensor of the car are super sensitive. The car is detecting even the car in my back, and looking at the screen that actually it's far away. I just turn off the parking assist because it's just annoying. The gearbox is the M Steptronic 8-speed automatic gearbox. It's using a pedal shifter basically, and they're mounted on the steering wheel. Of course, for sequential gear changes, and they are absolutely so good. And they are on the most ferocious settings. We have 3 settings, and this is the highest. Car now is alive. It's like a different beast. Just by a press of the click, the car totally transformed from being an executive comfortable car to absolutely savage racing life. Oh my god, the power is just amazing. It's just like instant. There is no lag, and there's so much torque. There's so much torque. From the front, the car looks amazing, you know. I really like the shape of the hood with the different lines. With the carbon fiber roof right now, as I said earlier, the car looks great. This is a beautiful, you know, color. As you can see, the grille and different parts of the car, they are in silver. For the competition, they made them black, but you can still order them in black if you want right now. The new grille is a bit bigger and more aggressive. It's better integrated with the bonnet and the bumper. It's like 2 grills integrated in one part. With the black part, there's a small camera there, you know, for the 360 view. I see a big opening there. It's for the dynamic cruise control. Doesn't bother me at all because it's kind of well hidden. The fenders are wide from the front, and the lights, they are just really well integrated with the fenders. You know, it's not overly like too much in your face. The lines are simple and classic and very am, and I like them. You know, they're not too busy. The headlights are the standard dynamic LED, and they look great. I love them. From the side, the car looks great with the new lines all the way from the front to the back. I love the lines. You know, it's just gives so much, you know, sporty look. There's 3 lines, main lines basically. Also, there is like integrated side skirt as well. The mirrors are typical M mirrors. They are not the biggest, you know, but they are good enough size. I don't like very big mirrors, and I don't like small mirrors. You can differentiate them between the regular 5 Series. You know, they are inward, you know, that shape, famous shape. I really like the new mirrors. There's a famous opening, of course, with all the car on the side, and it's not just cosmetics. With the M cars, it actually works. It allows more air to come out from the front because the brakes usually and the tire produce a lot of heat, and this is really helpful. Those are the optional wheels, 20-inch wheels, silver and black. You can get them in silver or black. I believe the combination looks great. Beautiful shape of the actual rims, really nice. The tires are from Michelin Pilots 4S, the new one. The replacements for Super Sport, and they are 285, you know, from the back, 35, 275 from the front. Lots of rubber on this car. Looks great. From the back, the car comes with the new spoiler. It looks great. It's the same color with the car. It comes as standard. You don't have to pay for it. I believe it's a bit small, but maybe with the M performance parts in the future, can add something more aggressive to make it sportier. The lights, they look brilliant. They're integrated, you know, from the 2 panels at the back. I like the shape of them. They're not like overdone or something. I believe they look great. There's a rear camera as well for the parking assist and different functions. What makes it stand up compared to the 5 Series is the dual exhaust on each side, and they're in black as an option, and they look crazy. Especially with the new design, you know, diffuser, the car looks very nice. Of course, the M3 and 4, you know, in history they have wider fenders compared to this one. I believe this one is good. You know, you don't need to make it super wide and aggressive. It's good enough. Okay, let's accelerate again. On the back, God. Woo, that's amazing, man. That's a lot of speed. Brakes are good. Steering wheel in Sports Plus, it's absolutely good. Even the suspension in Sports Plus, it's not uncomfortable at all. So far, I'm absolutely adoring and loving this new M5. Accelerate again. I'm absolutely thrilled, guys. That's all what I can say. Absolutely thrilled. I put the AC higher now. I'm starting to warm up. I love the M display mode. Just give you the RPMs, and you know when to revs, and you have the, you know, of course, the speed there, and you know which gear you're in, and it's really, really nice and helpful. And the graphics now look even better than ever. The new dashboard looks great. I think it's the best compared to the Audi and Mercedes. I love it so much. I love the fact that it looks more like analog, but it's actually digital. It's 3D, you know, they kept the rims there, and the dashboard still look like a regular dashboard. The adjustable functions, they're there, efficient, sports, and comfort. This is for the suspension. Nice graphics, and this is for the steering wheel. To change different functions, you have to press the top there on the column. Of course, if you're familiar with BMW, you know that feature since a long time. I mean, the illuminated door lights, it looks brilliant. Nice mirrors again, look at this. Sound system from Bowers and Wilkins. Beautiful integrated speaker. On the doors, everywhere, it looks great. New steering wheel looks brilliant. I love the pedal shifters. They're a bit matty from the back right now, but they're still made from aluminum. There's a lot of click to them. The new steering wheel shape, guys. The stitching, it looks fantastic. It's even better than ever. There's so much functions now with the lane assist there, steering, the cruise control, it's dynamic. M logo there, heated steering wheel, nice shape, you know. You can put the different modes as well. Probably the best part is the M1 and M2 memory. They are now fixed on the steering wheel, and you can configure different settings there. There's a nice click to them. Okay, going to the central console, beautiful designs. I really like the different designs. Huge screen there, amazing quality, and it's touch as well right now. This is the new xDrive 7. It's typical xDrive as well. Different settings, you can adjust the lights as well, the interior and exterior, different colors, blue or orange or green. So many colors, it's just fantastic. Very responsive as well. The exterior. Or you can adjust all the function by using the xDrive wheel here. It's very well built, nice clicks to it. xDrive setting, you can connect your phone and have Apple CarPlay. Head-up display. You can change it based on the brightness and adjust the height as well and rotate it. This is a new function that we did not have it before. You have gesture command as well. To control the volume. They have a head-up display in M as well for the M2. The engine, chassis, steering, Sports Plus, MDM mode, or on and off. Nice settings as well. You can have your driver profile saved here. Vehicle status, You can check the tire pressure, 2.9. That's crazy. That's what's recommended right now. They even show you there how much is it. Imagine for the M4 is 2.4, 2.5. Engine oil, check control. Technology in action, sports display. I absolutely love it. It looks almost exactly as the current M4. The navigation, it's brilliant. I love it. Dubai Sheikh Zayed routes. Enter new destination, recent destinations. You can always write down on the touch here, or you can use the screen as well. If you right click here, guys, you can always split the screen. So let's say we put the weather, and the graphics are super responsive right now, and it looks great. The new central display there with the AC and the memory buttons, they're very nice. They're classical. You can have different functions here. Now the intelligent safety system, as you can see, you can turn it on and off. The green button, and you can also configure it. The green button will turn on. Start stop engine, of course, and this is the best feature. Just turn it off every time you enter the car. You don't want the car to just stop when you hit a light, or you just, you know, stop on a signal or something. The AC vent, they are well integrated. They're in beautiful design, nice carbon finish there, dual lights all the way. They're touch as well, so if you get close to them, you can see different, you know, memory. They're not assigned right now. You can assign up to 7 different modes. The volume, it's just a beautiful quality as well. And you can just press here to go to connect to drive main screen as well. Now the AC display, they look better, so much better than before. You have the ventilated seat, heated seat as well, different function. Every time you press on it, you can see it just actually highlighted in red or orange. So you can adjust the temperature manually. Cup holders cover, very nice made. Always integrated from the inside. It's made from carbon, but so solid. It have the, you know, an area to store your phone and charge it wirelessly. 2 cup holders, nice and size. The central console, the new shifter, it looks amazing, really nice and bulky, and it's easier to shift right now actually. P for parking, reverse on top, neutral down. You have to, for drive mode, you have to select it on the right now. To change the velocity of the gear, you know, for different settings, it's actually here as well. Traction control button, it's to put the car in sports plus, and efficient. It's for the power plant basically. Suspension as well. Steering wheel, to set up all the different functions for the M functions. You can adjust them. It's nice and integrated, so you know the setup button goes to the 3 different functions. The exhaust sound, turn it on, it's a bit louder. Turn it off. Less sound coming from the inside, but it sounds still great. Parking assist and the camera. Some fanboys right now, they're gonna be upset because the handbrake parking is gone. Electronic parking now. iDrive control, they're nice buttons and very nice finish. Same buttons, same thing. Nothing changed. Armrest, you have a nice storage here from the inside. You can store a phone there. There's different USBs function. Very soft leather. The seats are absolutely fantastic. You can adjust the, you know, the side buster. Those will help you to, you know, to get a closer grip on the corners for your shoulders. Nice M5 logo there. It's illuminated, of course, at night. The competition's, you know, seatbelt, they seem as a standard on all the cars right now, the M cars. The mirror is actually frameless and it looks great. You know, nice design as well. As well as bottom here. Back, you have a nice screen as well to adjust the air conditioning. It's a dual zone. Nice storage as well. There's even headphone jack, 2 of them. You have a nice screen here. Just turn it on. It's adjustable. Based on the actual settings that the driver puts, you'll able to see it on the back. Just fantastic. Look at those seats. Lights, brilliant design. Nice clicks to the bottom. Blue color. You have the sunshade here. Also, you can, you know, use this one as well. Nice illumination on the door. Still the stitching, the speakers, the quality of the interior on the back, even with the different AC even here, just beautiful. Absolutely fantastic interior. Accelerate again. The downshift. I love the exhaust sound now in Sports Plus. It's great, it's loud, and it's not over, you know, it's just the perfect tune. You know, in four-wheel drive sports mode, the car actually tends to be more like a rear-wheel drive, and only when the actual rear start to slip. Just amazing. Four-wheel drive sports mode, the car is always gonna be, you know, rear-wheel based, and it only gonna give, you know, more power to the front when the back starts to slips. The M xDrive is actually a brilliant system, a great four-wheel drive. Who wouldn't want to have the four-wheel drive in order to have more security and more fun and more performance? And that's the idea about it. Of course, you can put the car in the rear-wheel drive, but since this is an absolutely new car and it's not mine, I'm not gonna do that. I need just a racetrack. So maybe in the next video, if I'm able to take the car again, I will do a rear-wheel drive. It's addictive. The sound and the acceleration are absolutely addictive, because the torque, it's so high and so grippy, and the sound is thrilling. And you know, I love how the M car feels. The steering wheel is chunky, and you know, the new shape is even better than ever, and it's super soft, and you really enjoy it. Like, Guys, I'm trying not to talk too much really and just let you enjoy the sound of the car. I've seen lots of reviews and the M5 people just talking too much, you know, and seriously it bothers me because I really want to enjoy the sound of the car and the feeling of the car. It's just absolutely great. I mean, it sounds fantastic. I don't know why people complain. It could be a little bit louder, but who cares? Do you really want to have an executive sports car or even supercar performance, basically, and just able to hear the exhaust like super loud and get you annoyed? I don't know. I mean, the compromise, of course, have to be there, but at the same time, I think the M5 this time they did the best combination and the balance between the comfort and absolute maniac mode. This car is so capable of doing so many things at once, and that's what makes it so special. The supercar is just the supercar, and the 5 Series, or it's gonna be a little bit more comfort. But I mean, this is just the perfect car for everyday use. You can put family in the back. There's a big trunk, To wrap up this video, what do I think about the new M5? It's not like too much in your face. The lines are there. There's a lot of design elements that let you know this is an M5 and not the regular 5 Series. I mean, if you don't know about the differences, some people maybe they don't. Believe me, with the new grille and the way that it looks, it's a head looker. Everybody is turning and checking the car. It's a new car in Dubai. Very few people have it, so it's just a beautiful car, and it attracts a lot of attention. I mean, if you have the money to buy such a car that you want to do so many things at once, the car has so many personalities, and that's what makes it so special compared to just a supercar or 5 Series. Why would you want to spend twice the money on a supercar, or almost 60% or 65% on just a regular 5 Series? If you have the money and you want to have enjoyment every day, from work, from school, going to a meeting, going to the racetrack, this car can do everything for you. I mean, the new power plant is just a masterpiece. There's so much torque and power, and you can barely lose any of this power on the ground. It puts it so much with the four-wheel drive. It doesn't take the the enjoyment out of this as well. I mean, if you really want just to go hooligan, just put it in rear-wheel drive, and here you go. You have everything in once. The car with all these options here, it costs around 600,000+ dirhams, around 150,000 USD. It's a lot of money, but I mean, if I was willing to pay such money for a car, this is the best car in the market, guys. Compared to the Mercedes, this is the better looking car from every angle, and it puts the power better on the Nürburgring. We saw the numbers. Not to take anything from the Mercedes, I love the way it looks from the front, and the fenders are so really wide. From the back, it's just a regular C-Class for me. That's the problem. AMG done a little bit better job with the exhaust, but this exhaust, it's not a slouch. It's loud enough. It doesn't really bothers you. You can turn it off, turn it on anytime. Even with the efficient mode, if you just press down there, and you're gonna hear the exhaust, of course. And what I like about it, it doesn't really come too much from the speakers. Maybe the bottom comes a little bit more to the speakers, but in general you can hear lots of crackles, and on the lift off, and between gears, on the shifts, and mostly the sound of the engine. So guys, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.
So when you combine the performance and the four-door luxury sedan usefulness, its ability to perform and feel like a proper modern M car, with its high-tech features and equipment, may just be the best M5 ever.